So remember to clap your arms. Remember to sing. We're going to dominate that singer, right? Okay. 1, 2, go!
When I came here in 1996, the idea was to run an Olympics, finish my studies, and go home. And the thing changed. I ended up in Abilene, and then from Abilene after school, I came here to run takes, and I met incredible people. Austin, the community is just amazing. I was able to start the Gazelle, the Gilbert Gazelles, and these incredible people, they work so hard, they motivate me, they inspire me to get up, rain or shine, snow, 5 o'clock, I am up, because these people are waiting to take a lesson from me. It's not just about running, it's about family. Everybody who joined the Gazelles become like a member of a family. It's like an extension of a family. And not only the Gilbert Gazelle was able to inspire me to do more, but also it helped me create the Gazelle Foundation.
Gazelle Foundation is about 5 years old. It was started in 2006 by a local running coach named Gilbert and a few of the other runners in his running group, Gilbert's Gazelles. Gilbert is from a small African country called Burundi, and he grew up there and was a survivor of genocide going on in the country, similar to what happened in Rwanda in the mid to late 90s, and got to America and was a professional runner, national champion, and moved to Austin. And through telling his story, through a book that he wrote, people wanted to give to Burundi, but they didn't know how. And so Gilbert, along with a few friends, started the Gazelle Foundation, which brings clean water to the people of Burundi.
I think the main reason anybody would go initially on this particular trip, it wasn't a safari, it wasn't a beautiful, let's go see Africa. It was, the first draw was Gilbert, because we all loved Gilbert. Everybody that was on that bus was there because of Gilbert. And I think when you first meet Gilbert and you have no idea, no history of his background or what he'd been through, you know, you're first drawn to how vivacious and excited and happy he always is. And then later, you know, over time you'll eventually learn about Gilbert and about his story. And you can't even imagine how a person can go through everything that he has and still have that much joy in your heart and happiness. And, you know, if you've read his book, you know, a good deal of it deals with forgiveness. And I think one beautiful thing that the Gazelle Foundation has done is to honor Gilbert in a way, because the foundation's goal was to provide sustainable water for non-tribe specific people. So in a way it's bridged a gap. It's bridged the gap of hatred and misunderstanding.
You know, before we left, I don't think that any of us really knew what to expect from the trip, or I think that we all knew that it was going to be life-changing and that it was going to be a cool experience. I don't think that any of us really knew what we were going to bring back. After being in Burundi and seeing true need and true, really grateful love, it's been challenging. And just knowing how many people take for granted all of the blessings that we have here. And we have access to clean water in every single, you know, building that we walk into and every single house. Being more mindful of that is pretty life-changing. But also just, I remember coming here to one Gazelle workout, and Ken, a guy who I trained for my marathon with for months and months, ran with him every day. I told him a little bit about our trip and said, you know, this is what we were doing, and they were so grateful. And he said, so it really makes a difference. You know, it really resonated with him after hearing our stories and being back. He's like, so what we're doing over there is actually, it's working, and it makes a difference. And just hearing one person have that realization after the 15 of us have come back, I think that says a lot. I think that each person that went over there is going to be an ambassador for not only the Gazelle Foundation, but just for the people in Burundi, the people in Africa, anybody that's out there that really needs something. We're going to be ambassadors for them. And specifically for our water projects, since we have been hand in hand, we have seen those water projects, we've seen the magic that it can work in people's lives. You know, it really did make a difference. And if we can come back and touch one other person's lives by our experience, I know that the water projects to come are they're going to be wonderful experiences. And the trips to come are going to be even better and better.